So welcome back everyone, Mike here. This evening I'm going to go get some diesel fuel. Now I know that doesn't sound real exciting, but bear with me for a minute. I get a lot of questions and comments on how I fuel the tractors and things like that. And back in June, I did a video on the 50-gallon transfer tank that I bought and the pump that I bought and why I chose it. And I'll put that video up above if you want to check that out. But this evening I'm going to load it up, go get fuel. It'll just take a few minutes. I'll show you the whole process. But before I do that, I want to go over a couple things from the last couple videos. I had some questions and comments regarding this trail that I built and how part of it, is shared with the 50-yard shooting range, which is where I'm standing. There's a few people thought, was questioning my sanity, why I would share a trail with a shooting range, and other people thought it was illegal or something like that. But, this is our property, my shooting range, my responsibility, and it just kind of worked out that way. So as far as how do I plan on using a shooting range with shared with a trail, I'll show you. Now first of all, I'm going to try to hit that milk jug behind me. It's 50 yards away with this Ruger SR 1911. Now keep in mind, this is not Hickok 45, so this may take a while. Literally hit it on the last round. I'd say that was impressive, but I'd be lying. I thought I may have to go get a rifle. That would have been kind of embarrassing, but it worked out. So back to the topic at hand. Why do I have the trail sharing part of the shooting range? Well, first of all, when you're doing any kind of shooting, you follow the 4 rules of firearm safety, right? The first one is treat every gun as if it is loaded. Number 2, never point a gun at anything that you're not willing to destroy. Number 3, always keep your finger off the trigger till you're on target and ready to fire. And number 4, always be sure of your target and what is beyond it. Those are the 4 rules of firearm safety. Everybody that shoots should know that, and I'm sure most of you do. Now, I think one of the most important things for any shooting range, whether it be a little backyard range like we have, or at a gun club, wherever you're shooting at, is the backstop behind it. And I feel very confident with what I have at the end of this shooting range. There's a hillside there. So when you shoot and the bullet passes through that target, where's it going to go? Right into the hillside. If you miss the target, where's it going to go? Into the hillside. If you miss horribly, like I did a few times there, where's it going to go? Into the hillside. So I think that is most important. So I got those bases covered right there. I have a really nice backstop. As far as using the trail as part of the shooting range or vice versa, there's a really easy answer on how to keep that safe. And that is, don't do them both at the same time. You're either using a trail or you're shooting. One or the other, just don't do them at the same time. I don't see it any differently than, look at every city in the world. Every day there's millions of cars up and down the streets and through intersections, and then they stop for a minute and all the pedestrians go back and forth, one then the other. You know what I mean? So that all kind of works out. I think we'll be able to manage this just fine. So that's why I did that. But anyway, I'm going to go now show you my fueling solution. We'll go get some fuel, come back, and we'll go over that. Well, there you have it. That's how I get fuel here to the house for the tractors and everything. I just load it up in the back of the truck, strap it down, haul it to the gas station, fill it up with off-road diesel, bring it back and unload it. Not perfect, but it's way better than carrying 5-gallon jugs. And this 50-gallon tank lasts me quite a while. The last time I filled this up was on June 15th. So it's been almost 2 months, less than 50 gallons of fuel. And I also filled up that excavator. I ran it about 12 hours, and all that fuel came out of this tank as well. So, you know, by the looks of it, I'll probably have to fill this thing up 5 times a year, maybe something like that, and I should be good. So that's my little setup for fueling the tractors and how I go get fuel and bring it back. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well for my needs. I mean, it may be a little bit easier just to keep a tank mounted in your truck, but I don't really want to do that because you lose the bed space. And like I said, I only need to fill it up probably every 2 months. So there's no sense hauling that around all the time. That doesn't take any time at all to load it up, go get fuel, come back, and you're good to go. But anyway, like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends.